to say. My last video kind of wrapped up what I've actually done. 2 ways in, everything's bolted up, so today we're just going to go for a drive and see how it works or if it doesn't work at all. I've got a new camera which I'm filming on now, so hopefully it actually looks alright. I'm shooting in 4K now. Also show you the new camera setup and the lens, and let's just take this thing for a drive. I'm super stoked, so yeah. Just quickly switching to the GoPro while I show you my new camera. This is Sony A7S Mark II. It's what I've been hunting for a while. It can shoot 4K, 30 FPS, 1080 at 120 FPS, so it's a pretty beast of a camera. Does the low light very well. This is a 50mm 1.8. It's a good lens, but it's a bit zoomed in for kind of what I think it's a bit narrow for what I like. I'd prefer probably a 35mm. I'm just kind of testing out the lens to see if I want it. We are going to go for a drive in the car. First thing we're going to get fuel, so we'll just set up a few GoPros and we'll go from there. So we're just about to leave the garage for the first time with a 2-way diff. All bushings and stuff in the rear done. Not too much else. Seems like I've done a lot more work than I actually have, but excited to see how it feels. So this is the first time leaving the garage. I think we're going to go straight to get fuel because I haven't driven this thing in like 3 weeks, so stale fuel is not good. And I want to give this thing a boost and make sure everything's running right and check my AFRs. So let's go. I've already primed it. Oh. By primed it, I mean I just disconnected the cam angle sensor, and you just turn the car over to get oil pressure, wait till the light pops off, and then you're ready to go. So I'd love to film with the new camera in here, but I don't have any camera mounts, so it's back to the GoPro. This will still be in 4K, which I'm happy about. My content's gonna be all 4K now. So yeah, see how aggressive this diff is. Assuming I'm gonna be skipping wheels a lot. Brakes feel good. I've bleed the brakes and put in some high temp brake fluid, so I can feel the diff. Oh, it feels like a welded diff. We're skipping the tyres. That is a bit aggressive. Probably because we're doing slow speed stuff. Oh wow. Yeah, does not feel good. That's better. We're gonna wait for this car. So excited to have this thing back on the road. Come on, Commodore. He waved, it's cool. Yeah, I started it the other day just to make sure everything was good. But yeah, this is the first time actually driving it. Wow. Very aggressive. Oh god. Almost just like, yeah, square tyres in the back or something. This diff is very aggressive. If I can find somewhere decent to kind of, we'll go for a quick drive after I get fuel. But if I can find somewhere decent to park and, you know, kind of test the car or just put a tripod and talk a little bit, that'll be sweet. But I haven't really found anywhere around here that I can do that without cars passing every 2 minutes. Where I used to live would have been perfect because there were spots everywhere that I could go. But not really around here. Well, there would be, but I just haven't done it. I haven't lived here long enough. So the diff feels fine in a straight line. To be honest, I'm thinking it's feeling the rear end right now. It doesn't feel as stiff as I thought it would be. I thought it would be like almost solid mounting, but even just the first few corners around my house, which are very bumpy, it doesn't feel that much different. I can hear the diff whining. That's something I can notice. Just a slight hum that wasn't there before. I can feel a little bit more feedback through the gear stick, which makes sense because I've solid mounted the diff, so all that vibration is going to be going through the tail shaft back to the gearbox and back up to obviously the gear stick, which is normal. Tiny bit more vibrations around I can feel, but to be honest, it's not that more stiff than some really stiff coilovers. If you've driven in a car with really stiff coilovers, it's kind of what it feels like in the rear. So yeah, it's not that bad. I'm just still getting used to to that diff going around the corners, you can kind of, even those few corners, you can feel the diff wanting to straighten the car out, which kind of makes sense. It's because it wants to spin both ways at the same time. It just wants to straighten up instead of going around a corner, which is going to be a bit, you know, I got to get used to it. It's not something I can go around a corner and plant it because the car's going to want to step out. I should have put another GoPro here, but the other one wasn't charged. I might be able to, I'm not sure. We'll see if that one's charged. We'll chuck a GoPro up there too. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this one here. Once I get fuel, we'll start up again. I'll chuck a GoPro there. So basically tried to film this video probably about 2 weeks ago. I was halfway through filming and the car had an issue, so I had to abort filming, so you might see some of that footage thrown in here and there. I had a wastegate problem. The car was overboosting, it was a bit scary, so I figured we'll go home and diagnose the problem. It was just the diaphragm and the wastegate had a hole in it, so I've got some exciting stuff coming up in the next few weeks or month. All Japan days coming up in the 28th of Feb, which is exciting. So when entries open, I'm going to be entering this. Hopefully we can get in. I got in last year and it was a great time. And now that I've got some proper film equipment, I'm going to be filming some cars and taking some photos and stuff. I don't know if you can see it, but the interior is in like pieces because I'm fixing speakers and door cards and a bit of wiring. So that's all in pieces. The car still works. All right, let's start this thing up, go get some air in the tires and go for a drive. Broke down last time. Alright, that was a successful drive, I would say. Car handles really well. I'm surprised of how much grip it has in the front. That diff is a bit aggressive, just, you know, around slow driving, around car parks and stuff, it's going to be the worst. Can you daily drive it? For sure. There's no reason why you can't. If you can deal with a little bit of clunking, it's fine. Other than that, it's pretty good, you know. I can't really fault it. I've got a speaker to fix and that's about it, so I gotta wait till I find a replacement set of speakers for these. As I said, all Japan days coming up, so I'm gonna ceramic coat the car. That'll be another video closer to the date. I've got an auto gleam ceramic coat kit, so I plan to do that probably, you know, leading up to maybe the night before or the day before. If you guys have any questions of the stuff I put in my car, so like the how the subframe feels at the moment with the polyurethane bushes and solid diff mounts, honestly it's not as bad as everyone says it was going to be. You know, I told people I was solid next to the diff and like, oh, you don't want to do that, and to be honest, it doesn't even feel that bad. You know, it just feels like a stiff set of coilovers. You know, it feels like when you go from stock suspension, you swap them out for some decent stiff coilovers. That's what it feels like. The only noticeable change is the aggressiveness of the diff. That's about it, and it was a bit stiffer than the front initially, so what I did to compensate was just stiffen up the front with the damping adjustment on the coilovers. I stiffened that up about 15 clicks just to equal it out a bit. You know, having a really stiff rear end and a loose front isn't the best, but I'm no suspension expert. But yeah, if you have any questions on the actual parts I used to get the subframe in, where I got it powder coated, costs and that kind of stuff, hit me up on the comment section or Instagram, Facebook, Facebook, wherever, I'll reply, because I've heard a lot of people posting, you know, oh, I want to fix this, I want to fix that, what's the best bushings to put in. You know, the stuff I got was good quality, GK Tech stuff, and Super Pro bushers, you know, I can't fault them. So yeah, any questions with that kind of stuff, I'm more than happy to answer. And if you have any tips and tricks that, you know, I'm doing wrong, please let me know. I'm open to suggestions. So yeah, cool. Catch you guys in the next one.